How'd you guys like the starting soon screen? There you go. How's it going? We're gonna do some art today. There are some motorcycles outside. Oh no. Oh no. Well, good news. I figured out multi-streaming. And we are now live both on Twitch and on YouTube, which is all I really wanted. And now we can finally keep doing some art. So in yesterday's stream, we started on the shading with this little guy, who the plan is we are going to be making him into a Vtuber model. We're gonna do like all the rigging and stuff. But for now, we must finish the art. We're just lacking the shading. Just gonna do that. So let's jump right in. Because last time I took way too long to get into things. And then we made, well, it looks like very little progress. We just have some shading on the ears, the hair, and all that. So let's get right into it. Let's just jump in. You know what, I forgot I was going to try to get some music for the stream. That's fine. You'll just have to listen to my voice instead. Hold on, 1 second. 1 second. Alright, we should be feeding motorcycles now. Hopefully. So, where should we start today? Kind of feeling like starting with the eyebrows. Maybe. Let me turn off the fringe so we can actually see what we're doing. Okay, those are like facial lines. Well, I don't need to do anything to those other than rename them when you go to do the final save. Let me also turn these off so you can see the full eyebrows. Okay. Let's just get rid of that liner. And now some basic shading. Oh! I see some missing pixels. As they know, good. Just quickly fix those. Go. Just fix all that. I think we're good. So now you can do some shading. I want to keep it fairly basic because the eyebrows are gonna move a lot, so it doesn't make sense to do like a lot of specific shading. I think something like this. Yeah. Let me just have a quick look. Just making sure there's nothing that's going on that shouldn't be. Okay. Think we're good. Surprisingly, my internet seems to be handling multi-streaming okay, even after yesterday's disaster. Okay, so let's add some color here. I also tried to fix my color inconsistencies of my drawing tablet. I changed the light temperature, and it seems a little bit better. It's still a little different, but the difference isn't as big anymore, so I should be able to get a more accurate view of the colors I'm using. Which, you know, is kind of important when you're painting. Yesterday I was kind of trying to downplay it a little bit, but you still gotta pay attention to that. There we go. Just gonna keep it basic for the eyebrows. Warm us up a little bit, maybe. There we go. Is that looking? It's alright. I kind of want to extend these a little bit so we don't run into problems when we are raking these. Just extend a little bit, and then we'll make sure we're not leaving any gaps later. Speaking of gaps, seeing some over here. Let's quickly try to fix these. This. There we go. I don't want any gaps. Oh, what the? I love you, random players that are seemingly doing nothing. Okay. Let me just like merge some stuff. I'll do the mouth later. Did I misspell scarf? I misspelled scarf. That's fine. Okay. I kind of want to do the scarf. It's a nice one. Oop. Oh, I need to turn off the symmetry. I'm gonna leave the darker line here just as a reference to where the fold is. Now, this isn't a good shading color though. It's just kind of, it's too gray. So we're gonna do something better. Let's go. Let's grab something a bit more red. Start just this. And here at the fold, you also want some shadow. In fact, we'll probably like darken this shadow eventually. Well, just get basic shadow in first. Something like that. And now we can bring in some highlights. So again, some red into the shadows here. Like here, maybe? And now we want to bring in some darker shadows. Oops. Trying to make the brush smaller, not bigger. Okay, like this. Maybe a little bit more highlights would be nice. Does that look too shiny? I think it's fine. We can try maybe grabbing some kind of effect brush. I think I had something for this. Just to try to add a little texture. I saw it yesterday. I think it was like, I know it was like at the end. In the line for some, yeah, I kind of messed up and put it in the line, didn't I? Let me just, no, that is a bit too strong. Just want to give it more of that clothing effect. Let's see. Mm, I don't think I like it. Yeah. Maybe if we make it smaller and like actually try to apply it. Like this. No, I still don't like it. Never mind. No, no. It's okay. I don't think we're gonna use this effect. Let me put it back to my usual planning. Oh my god. Ah, come on. There we go. Now we need to have the fancy little lights we got going on. I think this time I'm gonna add them first as like edge lighting, then I'll do the painting on the actual thing. That seems about right. So now time to actually add some of the lights. Softly. Maybe not so softly. Oh, that looks like crap. I think I need to apply it in a different layer first to get the colors to not look like crap. I guess these colors aren't ever gonna work particularly well with orange. So we just gotta do we can, I guess. That was gonna look a little poopy though. Yeah, yeah. I don't want to take too long. I want to get to rigging. It's fine, I guess. Hmm. 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 I don't know. I'm just gonna say that's fine though. I don't want to do this. Let's not overthink it too much. Let's go back to this scalp. I think we gotta like add hide, not add your hair. I am such a good speaker. I can speak so well. Let's make this a little neater. Like so. Try to get rid of this bump as well. There we go. And getting rid of those lines, kinda. And it's some uglies, so let's take care of that. Perfect. Now this one should probably be kept like really simple. I do want to turn on the side hair so you can figure out where. Oh god, sorry. Figure out where the shadows are going, because that hair is meant to be under this one. Also, maybe like some little shadows under the antennae, like this, and just a little something, something over here. Just something simple. I want really want shading at the top so it connects better with the rest of the hair. So something like this, and then like I don't know, some color in the shadows just to make it match the rest of the stuff. I feel like it's missing something. Also, you're barely gonna see it, so it's maybe fine. Let's try taking care of this that's like behind it. It's not symmetrical, so I'm trying to turn off the symmetry ruler. Yeah, I think with the rest of it connected, it's gonna look fine. It's mainly on its own, it looks a little weird. Okay, so turn off the ears, turn off the hair, Covered off the wings. You're like well and truly making him bald. And also want to turn off the face. Yeah, nice. We're just turning off everything. You can see. And neck. There we go. No. Oh, he's beautiful. My son. My hairball son. Let me just quickly do this, and then I saw some spots that need to be fixed. Over here. Uh-huh. Yeah. Just fill in all the bits. Boop. And boop. Boop. There we go, they've all been booped. So now, that was the question of shading. And like, most of it is gonna be behind the head, so I probably want shadow. So, something like this, but like obviously neater, because this looks like crap. And then, since this is white, it's gonna catch. I wanted to have like a lot of the colors from these, because like it would be more noticeable here. Oh, now soften it a little bit. This. Is it looking good? It's looking okay. It's gonna maybe take me a bit to get into the groove of things. Should probably have done like some sort of warm up first, but you know, we live dangerously in this stream. Hmm. Womp, like this. And we also want some shadows under here. Just splitting up all the hairs. Just to add a little bit more hair texture. Let's turn that off so we can see what we are doing. So this part isn't really gonna be seen like ever, I think. So I just need to do some basic stuff so if it does peek through, it doesn't look terrible. Especially these ones are like closer to the edges because those ones might actually show. Mm. Uh, now let's just get a little bit of these. So we'll just add some more dimension. And now we add this without glue. Just some extra lighting like this. Green like this side, like this. How's it looking? It's looking like a beautiful fur doll. Now, when it comes to the neck, I do want to keep the shadow separated from the rest, just because that way it can move with the head movement. So we're gonna keep this layer. Even though I don't even know if you're gonna see it with this model, just because of the scarf that is always gonna be using, but it's whatever. We'll keep it there just in case. Now just gonna do some like very simple shading since it's not gonna really matter a lot. Mm, this shadow, I feel like maybe we can do something about this shadow, just make it look as bad. I should make my brush bigger. so I don't make all these tiny little strokes like an idiot. There we go. Something like that, I think, works. Just leave the neck like that. Now the face. Did I want the head shoulder to be separated for a reason? I don't think I did. I think it's fine. Oops. Let me grab the liner art. Put it there, and wait, no. I messed up. We want the line art to stay separated. Because we're gonna make the head kind of like in my model, it's the only thing that has line art. Yeah, it's gonna stay, so we don't want to mess with it. Since I already had some, like, shadows over here, I'm not gonna do too much. Just gonna add what is missing. Just some color over here. And speaking of color, we do need to add some green. Okay, and now we have this patch. Yeah. And the light. And then for the pitches, just gonna put this like so. And we can just make them a little neater. Now, do you want to do like the little cutoff line as well? Yeah, I think that looks nicer actually. Especially like variations. Now, my question is, what the hell is this? Okay. And also, this is lacking a little bit. Feeling. No. I think the rest is fine. So this patch is done. Then I guess we have this patch, and what is this? That is part of this. Okay, yeah. Let's get our eyes in so I can judge where I need to put the shading there. He looks weird without eyebrows. My poor kid does not have any eyebrows now. He sold them. What did he sell them for? I don't know. Maybe he sold them for wine or something. I feel like he'd be a wine drinker. Do I need to maybe make the darker for these? Yes. There we go. He's got his patches. He's got all this stuff. That's good. Now his mouth. Here's the thing with his mouth. I don't remember what I did with it. Me the face off so I can see what is going on over here. Okay. So if we're gonna be coloring, it's just gonna be the inside of the mouth. The outside's gonna stay plain. I may even just use those as like masks and not necessarily have them show up. It's just some basic shading to the teeth. I'm not gonna do anything too fancy with the mouth. Oops, that is not my... Oh, I'll be right back. Okay, all good. I'm noticing we missed some spots on the neck. So let's go and fix that. Make my brush smaller. There we go, that should be fine. Now, back to the mouth. Where is it? Where is it? Mouth, 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 mouth. Face. Mouth. There we go. Now finally we can go and add our little tooth shading. I feel like I would want red tones in there. So let's not do that. You'll probably like barely see the teeth, so we don't need to go too hard with these. Just enough for them to not be like fully one color. There we go. Then we have the tongue. I really want to try to do like the tongue out thing, but it seems hard. Maybe I'll try it with this guy. Or not. I don't think this tongue is really like set up for that. I think I will try to do like proper deep bridger rigging for him, because he's not a very expressive guy, so it'll probably work fine for him. try to make his teeth look nice. Nice. And then the back of the mouth. Just something to imply it's not like completely flat. That it doesn't need to be too much. I see holes. Terrible holes. Huge holes, which is especially a problem if things are meant to be like a mask. Then trying to deform those is gonna be a nightmare. Like that'll let us see where the issues are. Here needs to be a little bigger. Just like this. This one will also make it a darker color so you can see. It's missing a little bit over here. Here. Pair those together. Maybe I shouldn't have coated with red. He's got some very big lips. That's not meant to. Actually, let's not turn these on because we gotta do the back hair. Oh, I love how he looks without all the things on. It looks like such a creature. We can do this one very quickly and then do the back hair. This one is basically just gonna be. We're just gonna need like something like this. I think it's literally just that, and then maybe like in just a little bit of the lights just to make it a bit fancier. I think that's literally it. Just making sure that this looks normal. That's it. Now, where are my eyes? Oh, and let's work on this back here. Start by merging everything. Then I'm gonna paint in all the things, and clearly we see already some missing pixels. Which is okay, we'll fix that in a sec. Look, switch to our brush. Just fill those in. Make these up a little nicer. There we go. Now, time for shading. I'm gonna grab this here because we want to know about where it ends. This is all going to be shaded as well. It's basically all going to be in shadow actually, so let's just make it darker. Then we can just do different layers of shadow. It's basically not going to be seen. Something like this. Not going to do much to it because it's going to be covered by all the other hair. Let me grab my ruler again to make this a little easier. And oops, I keep forgetting to lock the layers. You just think by now I know to lock the layers, but I'm forgetting. Yeah. Now let's just the rest of the hair shading. Right. See the holes. There you go. That should be good. Wait, no, it's not good. Not yet. Okay. Now for the shading here. There we go, just a little bit, because I also don't think you're gonna see this. But it doesn't hurt to try to make it look nice in case you do see it. Nice-ish. And maybe some darker shadows. Just over here. And near the top. So, and some highlights. Bottom. I need a bigger brush for this one. Like so. It's pretty. Now, just change the color over here. This. And we change it to low dodge. Go. Now we can turn on all the hair layers and see how this is gonna look. And here's the boy. Now, sorry, gotta adjust the chair. Now, for the face, we're only missing the eyes and the nose. It should be pretty simple. I did notice yesterday that the nose is like super crooked, so maybe we can like fix that. Oops. We do that. Just turn off this fringe again. And just fill in the nose. And now let me... There we go. A much more symmetrical nose. Though now I feel like it's a bit too big. So we're just gonna shave a little bit off the sides. Like that. Now shading time. Shading time. Just a little bit at the bottom. And a little light at the top. No, not like that. Turn off this. We want to get like lights over here. I want them like quite diffused on this. I want to keep like some texture. I think this is good. Maybe try to pull in this green a little bit because it's quite a bit too low. Then we do the glow dodge, or add glow in this case. Little dot over here, and a little dot on the other side. Ah! Not what I wanted to do. Please don't make my UI huge. What does that look? A little silly. A little silly. How do I make it look less silly? Instead of a dot, we make a line, maybe? That one looks nice, but the green doesn't. The green isn't like quite the right shape. Hmm. I think it's okay. It's relatively fine. Now for the eyes. I don't want to do like anything to the eyelashes and the eyelids and stuff because that's going to be a pain if I do. I'll just leave them fairly flat. These are all like effects. Okay, let me just soften shading a little bit. And maybe we add like a little bit of the highlight down here. Should have just turned on the symmetry. Do that. I'm gonna keep the line art around it because it looks cool. So I don't need to do anything there. Just gotta merge it. Do I keep those separate? I'm gonna keep it separate. Okay, now for the lights of the eyes. There we go. Do that first. Then again, grab this and just I'm gonna keep it simple here as well. Okay. A little darker. There we go. I want to keep it simple, just add a little bit of shading so it matches with everything else. And now the last thing we need to do on the face is just take care of the glasses. Hmm. Just something like this, honestly. Then you're like oh. Okay, we gotta turn off the symmetry, but do you think that works? Just no symmetry. Symmetry will look silly. Like that. Then maybe we try to blend it out a bit. And then we want to add like darker area. Oh, the thing turned off. I didn't even realize. Wait, I did realize I was muted though, don't worry. Just trying to avoid catching background conversations. Also trying to find some music. Okay, let's see. This should hopefully not cause any problems. There you go. Let me make it quiet though. Let me make it quiet for myself too. Wait, I think that's just showing me previews. I don't understand. Okay. Let's try a different one. I'll try to figure out how things work. Uh, okay. Let's do this. Need to edit the stream to add the little credit in the description. Then I should be able to get some music going. Oh. Is the audio bad when I turn on the music? Come on. Uh, how am I going to copy paste the thing if it doesn't let me? There you go. Hopefully that works. And let me have that on Twitch as well. Oh, my bitrate's acting up again. Oh no. Oh no. Wait. Well, that's a new issue. Twitch is complaining that the bitrate is too high. Huh. Uh, they wanted me to like add a thing in the description, but I don't know how to put it there on Twitch. how to like do the thing. Uh, uh, oh, okay. I just added a like music edit. It should be good, right? And with that, we should be allowed to get some music going. Right. That's how this works. Did I? Oh, okay, no. What's wrong? Why is all the things complaining? Oh. Okay. Now I could get some music, maybe? If I understood it correctly. Let's get some nice, chill music. No, I don't want lyrics. Give me instrumental. Yeah, just like a playlist or something. There you go. We'll just. I said instrumental. It still has things. Yeah, I don't understand how this works. Hold on, chat. I'll figure this out. There we go. I'll just put some music of some kind. There we go. At least now if I have to mute, it won't be as horrible. So that's nice and quiet. Anyways, I was just doing the glasses over here. I think they look nice. I think the line art does help make them fit in a little better. Let's see, maybe we'd add some... We add some lights to these as well. There you go. And some of these. That's it. We're basically done with the face now. Oh, it's a little weird, but once the fringe is there, you won't really see it. So it's fine. I can vibe to this. Okay. Need to grab scarf. Did I already separate this? Oh, I'm a genius. Sometimes. Okay. Now, we'll quickly do the body. It goes into here. This one goes into here. And this one goes into here, I'm assuming. Yes, and then this is just the hidden shadow if we turn the arm. So we're fine. Now this is gonna be an interesting one. So the first thing I'm noticing is this is like very much gonna be facing the light. And it is like a dark it's like a dark color, so I think you should focus on that aspect. Come on, can't be having too much fun. Or we're never gonna get anything done. And some little missing spots. Yeah. Okay. Now we grab a slightly darker color, just so we can do this fold. Let's turn this off for a second. Fill in that hole. And also want to shading. Go here. And bring in some highlights. Oh, wait, I forgot to reopen my chats. Oh. All good. Yeah, I think it's something like that. Yeah, we got an arm. Now for the other one. Well, no, it's still the same arm. I mean the other part of the arm. Yeah. Is that connection good? I think it is. I need to fix that one. I'll do that after. Yeah. Just bring in all the lights. There, I do the same with this one. Do I kind of want to just immediately reduce this a little bit? Just 'cause I want to keep that crease there. Yeah. I want these to kind of match up a little bit. Nice. It's looking a little too strong over here. I'm going to kind of smooth it out. Not like this though. Not looking quite right yet. Come on, it's close enough. Now, let me just quickly fix up this. Just bring in a little bit of this and this. This, and it's good enough. Now the hand. Not gonna do too much on the hand either. Just gonna try to make it further the paw. This is how I keep avoiding having to try draw hands. I just make all my characters have paws, which are that much easier to draw, to BH. This is I made this all very weirdly shaped. I don't know how the shading's gonna work out. I could try to fix it, but I don't want to. A little bit, and then a little bit of this section, and a little bit this section. Like just very subtly. And it looks okay. It looks okay. It's fine. Now on to our torso. That one's fine. This one needs very quick. Let's try to like straighten out its edges, maybe. And then just very quickly add some these and a little bit of highlight in the middle. It's not the best, but it's not the worst, maybe. It's gonna be covered by the jacket anyways. Oops. Okay. Speaking of the jacket, let's take care of that now. They're going to be separated into two halves later. I do the separation at the end. It's just more convenient to Work on both sides at once. Yeah, something like that. And I'm gonna do the thing where I just... It should be more like the top, shouldn't it? Yeah. Same for the green. Something like that. And then maybe we just make things a little darker at the bottom. I think that works, but how is that connection over there? Not perfect. We can... I want to just blend this a little bit. There we go. Now it's a bit more seamless. Okay, hold on. I gotta connect my phone to the battery. There you go. This looks good. I like this one. Okay, this one goes to this one, and then this one goes to this one. This one goes to this one. We have the little thing. So this arm's gonna be behind her back pretty much all the time. So we just kind of need to just kind of make sure we're merging in that shoulder. Then get the rest. I'm going to bring in something like this, maybe. Keep it simple. It's not going to be seen. Oops. Is this one under, by the way? Should be over. Something like this. Even can This purpley bits. Do the same for the other parts that have this color. Consistency. There we go. Nice. Nice. Let's into maybe the shadow in to the part where you actually see it. Like that. The music was worth it. It was worth the hassle, I think. It's fun. You can turn off the torso in this other arm. We can just focus on our hand over here. I noticed that this hand has 4 fingers while the other one has 3. Should probably fix that. How did I not notice that I gave one less finger to the other one? Oh, it's just really good sometimes. I want that to actually get like fairly far in. Oh, like, what did? Maybe if we like make it stronger in some parts, it'll look nicer. Still have to do like the glow dodge bits and glow. Really like get the effect. Yeah. Let me do the same to these other bits so I don't forget. Maybe not up there because it's just gonna make it complicated. Oh, then we grab the skull and it just a little bit on this side. There we go. Nice. I don't really want to put much on this one because I might want to do some movement on it and then it's going to look a bit weird. It's the wrong color, but would it be so bad if I added just a little bit? I guess they're adding it. You're not gonna see the hands, so even if it is a little strange, it'll work out in the end. Now the pants. Okay. So this pant light is fine, but I don't like how this one looks. Like that connection's gonna be annoying if I don't fix it. There we go. Now we'll do this bit by bit. Starting with the torso, I mean the hips, not the torso. I do want to turn on the torso though, so I can see where I need to put the shadows. Let me do these like right away. There you go. Then also have these. Strange. I guess I forgot to fill in. Yeah, that's not properly filled in. Gonna have to fix it. There we go. That should be all the little intersections. So now I can focus on making it look pretty. Not gonna do much on this part. We're just gonna how do I scene? Well, let's just leave it. That's not part of that. Let's just focus on the legs. There we go. And now we want shadows here. And on this side. Actually, no, not on that side, because you're gonna be getting light on that side, actually. So, she wants them on this side. There we have, like, this little hint of folds, so you gotta put some shadows there. Something like this, maybe. And then just kind of... I'm not very good at doing clothing folds, so these aren't gonna be very good. It's okay, because they're gonna be covered by the lights anyways. I'll just mix that in. Hey yo, why did the music stop? Yo, started lagging. Is the stream lagging? No, the stream says it's fine. It's just a little laggy. There we go. Let's just keep working on this leg. Hope my Wi-Fi doesn't decide to die. There we go, and now I can add lights. It started to get too low to really get the full effect of the light, but I still want some. I feel like I still want some of the light over here. And then wait all the little bit. Just like that. Maybe add the torso over here. Oh, I think we're getting somewhere. I guess we do the foot next. You know, I haven't saved in a while. Should probably do that. I keep forgetting to save. Yeah. Turn off that so I can see where I'm missing the bits. There we go. So that's where it's gonna meet the leg. Oh, there's still a little bit more that I missed over here. And I might as well try to connect this a little bit. A little bit over there. It's also missing. There we go. I don't spot any more missing bits. I think we're good now. So now I can just do the shading. Right. There we go. There we go! Hooray! And we need some light. Maybe there's a little more shading over here. There you go, and now we can just add a little bit of these just for the fun. I mean, though it honestly be like way too low to get that sort of light, but who's counting, anyways? A little bit of a highlight. Not here, because that makes it look kind of weird. But there we go. Oh, the shadow shape isn't quite right with that. Like, oh, wrong brush. There we go. Now for the back leg. Definitely want to bring like a darker shadow over here where the legs meet, so there's a good separation between them. There we go. Nice. And a little bit of purple. Now we also want some shadow over here with the knee. And the highlights over here. There we go. Now this. There we go. Mix it in. And add the glow effect. Oh, we're getting really close to being done. That makes me quite happy. Maybe we can actually get to the rigging today. I'm not sure. I might have to wait a little bit. Can't wait too long, otherwise my free trial is gonna run out and then I kind of missed the whole point of this thing. we go, something like that. Very nice. Now we just want to bring in a darker shadow again. And something like that. Now we do the fingies, the toesies. There we go. A little bit darker for the separation. And a little bit of green. Just a little bit. And make it glowy. There we go, that's good, I think. That's the legs done. Now the tail, it's big and it's floofy and it's gonna take forever to shade. But all that we have left is the tail and the scarf bits. Maybe I'll do the scarf bits because they're gonna be easier. They're pretty flat, so the shading's not gonna be very difficult. No, I always forget. Why? I just wanna like mix like this. And then maybe I should try to grab the colors from this guy just to make sure it matches. And I remember we brought some yellow into the mix like this. There we go! That is nice. And now we just gotta mix this in to the best of our abilities, which is not gonna be easy. think maybe just like emphasize the flatness with like this. And then you gotta blend a little bit. And then it's okay, it's just fine. Now we try this. Just softly. There we go, that's a scarf. And now the tail. I feel like this one will take a while. Okay. Let's start just getting rid of unnecessary line art. No. I think I know how I want to do this, maybe? Something like this. I'll have to redo the stitches, it's fine. This, and then for this one I do kind of the same thing. Just bring it a little more down into the ground. And put them a little bit over here as well. And then we blend everything. I'm gonna try my best to keep the separation the same though. We want to just make this transition like as seamless as we can. Yeah. That looks nice, I think. No. I think this part does look a little weird though, so let's just fix that. We also want a little bit of green on this side. Okay, there. Make this a bit bigger so it can just be really subtle. Like this. Yes. Now this. And like this. Perfect. Now it's time for stitches. No, we don't want like this. We want this, and then like that, and then we did the same over here. There we go. Now that's nice. I think the only thing we have left now is to give this hand an extra finger. I forgot. Just put it over here. Or like we could try to split this one into two. So it looks kind of weird anyways. Then we just have to fix the shading. And obviously like we add the glowies. This. Should maybe a little less. There we go. Now he has 4 fingers in each hand, even though one is like way bigger than the other. God, we gotta do something about that. If we can't bring huge hands on one side. Like that's a, yeah, that's a bit more in proportion maybe. Then for this one, make it a little bigger. There we go. They're better. It's not perfect, but it's okay. There's also one thing I realized I forgot to do, which is just to give this thing just some depth. Depth, yeah, whatever. That thing. Just have a little bit, something like this. Let's just check it. Okay, these aren't necessary. And isn't that nice? Okay, now the final steps are to organize everything for rigging. You want these have to be separated. No, we don't need two of them. Now I never know which one's left, which one's right. Hold on, my dragon's having a stroke. The internet died. It's back. It's okay. Okay. I never know which one's left, which one's right, so we're just gonna use symbols. I think this one's left, though. Just gonna call them wire and wire right. I'm gonna keep them in their own folder. But not everything needs to be in a folder. This doesn't need to be a folder. Just delete that. The eyes get their own folder. And we also need to separate them. Eye left. Eye right. Oh, I should have named everything before I cut it. So let me undo that. That's going to be eyelid top. Ah, can't type. Well, let me turn on the light so I can see my keyboard. Hopefully it doesn't mess up my dragon too much. These are eyelashes, and they should not be this high up. Eyelid button. Eyelid side. Shine. Oh, simply turned it in caps lock. Shine small. This is red shine. Shine. Big. Big. There we go. Pupil. I don't think this will work like this and Live 2D, so maybe what I'll do is need to unselect before I do that. Here we go, we copy it twice. Now we merge this one down. That way that'll be blue eyes. And this one will be red eyes. These will be normal, normal, I. This is I, white. There are a lot of eye layers. I'm gonna cry later, but it's fine. Just select half of them. This will be IL and I right. There we go. This also needs to be separated. And it should be just one layer, right? Yeah. So side here. And we Control X, Control V. Side here. Left. This one is right. Hopefully that's correct, otherwise it'd be embarrassing. Anyways. So these are wings. I will keep them in their own folder as well for organization. Wing top. Wing 1. I'm just gonna go with numbers, I don't know what to call them otherwise. Wing 2. This will be wing 3. And the one you can't see is wing 4. Now, I still want them all in the same folder, but I need to separate them. I don't like having the copy there because then Live2D won't do the IDs properly because of the spaces. Go. That's all our link layers. They'll stay in a folder. Ears. Ears. This will be ear fluff. Ear in. Ear out. There we go. And rename this. There we go. I'll also keep them in their own layer, their own folder. Why not? These can just stay as one. More like the hairline than a scalp, so I'm gonna rename it. Then no need for that. Then we have our brows. Hairline. and brow line, and these are the brows themselves. I think for this one I'm gonna need a lasso tool just because it's gonna be a bit rough grabbing that. Make sure I'm grabbing everything. I like having those eyelines for expressions. Have them. I have them on my model. Yeah, and so I add them in some expressions. Also, I don't think. Yeah, I'm not tracking at all. Great. Where did my Wi-Fi go? That's so rude. Yeah. Oh god, it's not even showing up now. I love my internet provider. I love how my Wi-Fi is dependent on the time of day. Sorry, it's 5 p.m. now, no more Wi-Fi for you. Gonna make me start streaming in the morning. Now the worst part is it also doesn't work in the morning. It works at like a very specific time of the afternoon. Okay, we're connected, we're just lagging like hell now. Just give it a second to catch up, maybe. And it's completely uncalibrated now. Great, thank you. Oh, I love internet issues. But anyways. Anyways. I just keep going. The mouth doesn't need to be split and it's gonna keep the same setup, but we need to name all the folders. Top line. And this will be the top mask. And then this will be the bottom line and the bottom mask. Oh, let's hide all these so we can. Up, teeth. Out, teeth. Tongue, and I noticed an issue. Uh-oh, someone forgot to fill this things in. Just like that. Now, top, back, teeth. Front, back, teeth. Messy. Did I forget to lock them when I was doing the shading or something? I literally forgot to do that. Okay. You can also see that no. Oh no, I just have it locked. Should work. This is the back of the mouth. Inside the mouth, it doesn't really matter. There we go, that's the mouth done. Scarf top. You can keep things on, just for fun. Gives you something to look at while I fix up my stuff. We're just gonna pretend that my internet is not dying. Okay? We're just gonna do that. For me, please. So this is the headline. This is the small patch. Snarled. Small. Why can I not spell small? No. And this is the big patch. I'm gonna keep them separated, I think. No, oh, no, that's not what I was meant to do. This is the neck shadow. And this is the neck. And they can be separated from this folder. Scarf back. Their top. Now this side here does need to be cropped. Their side back. Just making sure. And this gets called their back. And there we go. My internet has still not come back. What? What is wrong with this thing? Oh, I'm going to have to fight an internet provider employer or something. There we go, we live. Oops. Not in the right layer. So. No, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Arm, right, bottom, arm, right, top, and right. I'm just gonna make myself cry until they fix my internet. Maybe this will guilt trip the internet into working. It died again. It doesn't work. The guilt tripping is ineffective. It keeps working for like 1 second and then dying again. Why must checking programs work over Wi-Fi? I have been paid, suffering, and more paid, and more for suffering. Finally, the scarf fits. And we're done. Scarf. There we go. Now I do want to make sure this is like centered on the canvas. So it's linen. There we go. He should be perfectly centered now. We can just save and then save as a Photoshop file because that's what Light2D will open. Well, we did the art. I don't think I'll get to the rigging today, but maybe we can. So like maybe if the Wi-Fi decides to cooperate. I can go to this screen while I switch to Live2D. Let's see, Live2D is kind of heavy on my computer, so let's see if it wants to behave. I can turn off this light, I no longer need it, and it's warming me much. Okay, now let me see if I remember how to do this thing. We go to studio mode. I can change the thing without changing anything. And that way I can set things up. There we go. Oh, sorry, I could have Huge in time. But that was a big sneeze. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I gotta get like a hotkey to mute. It feels like my brain lags whenever I have to mute the stream. Wait, no, I'm doing this wrong. Let's do this the smart way. Let me readjust my stream stuff because now we're switching monitors. Anyways, I'm having fun despite all the issues. I feel like that I say that every time. Let me just finish setting this up so we don't make any stupid mistakes. And now we can transition. Boom! There we go. We're in live 2D. We're not gonna be doing much. We're just gonna sort everything out today. Okay, let me just move this a little bit here. The goal for now is just to sort everything. I'm gonna start by just putting all these in this whole body deformer. And then we can start separating things. These are glasses. It's just gonna be for organization. Ah, crap. What do we name these? And how am I looking? Because I moved the phone. So do I look stupid? No, I look okay. I'm just gonna rename everything and also the IDs. Because I just like having them nice. Shiz. Left. Oh, just rename everything I forgot to rename. I forget you have to press enter or it doesn't save the thing. So stupid. Yeah, oh, I didn't mean to click that. There we go. Okay, we'll just do all the setup today and then tomorrow, maybe not tomorrow, but like next stream we'll do the actual streaming, fuck, the actual rigging. Okay, and so these are all part of left eye. And then we're also gonna need these all to be in the same. Actually, maybe all of these to be in the same deformer. So you want all that movement to follow correctly. Because that way you can just animate one and then the rest will be fine. This one is part of the right eye. And then we want to get these two and put them down. Eyes deformer together. Let's put this in wings. And then also separate them. Like this. Ears. Where's the rest of the hair? Crap, I selected it. Well, I'm gonna select all the hair. Sort it into a hair thing. These will all go in expression lines. This one will go into head. Yeah, by the way, I should probably do the clipping stuff. There we go, just do all the clipping. And for the ears, no, that's not what I want to do. That's it, I want this, and then That one also goes into here. Ouch. Actually, no. We might want that one to go couch. It's fine. I just want the ear in to not poke out from the ear out. What have I done? And when it comes to the eyes, we want to make sure all this iris stuff. Just like this. Yeah, I can. Okay, that's easier than doing it one by one. There you go. This one will go into neck. Should be clipped. Yeah. Good, good. This one will go into arm left. This one goes into arm right. And then I think we put both of these together into arms. This one goes into scarf. And right, okay, we can do. I'm going to move this one behind the legs, like so. Speaking of legs, this will be legs deformer. And then we're gonna want to separate the legs. I want to make his legs actually bend on this one. Oh, oops, that back jacket is not meant to be here. Let me get it out. Well, this is the torso. And it should be fine if things are separated. This will be our tail. I didn't separate the antennae. Oops. I'll fix that later off stream. Because now we just want to put all the things together that need to go together. And to grab our head, our brows, mouth, special lines, ears, wings, eyes, hair, glasses, nose, and antennae, and head. And then this will be our upper body. No, we don't want the legs and the upper body. We want the legs and the tails. in the lower body. And you could probably do like some meshing. Mostly gonna auto mesh. We changed the meshes as we needed, basically. Everything gets standard meshed until I need to change it. Uh, there we go. Everything's mashed except for the anti-egg, because I'm going to... Actually... Can't we, like... No, standard. And then if I do a Control-C, Control-V... We make this the left one, and then you go to the manual, and you just erase one of them. Do the same here. So I'm pretty sure anything that isn't in the mesh doesn't like show up. Yeah. Okay, that's our solution. At least for now that works. There you go, I think we're good. Just wanna edit some parameters. Flicker, mouth X. What are the other parameters we need for this? Just okay. Just trying to find what are the other settings I'm missing. I had like a video somewhere. Yeah, I don't know what it is now. Oops. Let's see. Oh, that stops the music because it doesn't let me have two videos at once. But I just want to Come on, I just want to see what parameters I need to make. Ah. Okay. So I have mouth 4, mouth open, mouth pucker. Which ones am I missing? Mouth funnel. Okay. Funnel. And let me see in the video. Try to see what the range should be. Seems like 0 to 1. We also need a jaw open. Oops, let me edit this to give it the proper ID. Okay. What else am I missing? Mouth pucker, we need shrug. Shrug. Is that also 0 to 1? Yes, indeed. And it appears to be a blend shape. So I'm gonna make it a blend shape. There we go. That seems to be it. And it's also gonna be it for me for now. Most of what I wanted to do in the stream was to finish the art and test out if I could get multi-streaming working, which I'd say was a success, hopefully. Anyways, I'll be back sometime soon so we can do the rigging. And yeah, then maybe we can also do some gaming. Remember when I was going to do gaming? Anyways, bye bye. See you in your